Wow. That was quite an honor. I'm really humbled. You know, for a moment there when they were talking about it, I thought they were going to come out with the metal heart from the Wizard of Oz. You all remember that scene, I'm sure. I am so proud and pleased to be here because I think I know what all of you have just gone through the last few years. And I was chatting with a number of your facilitators in the hallway as we were gathering to come to the processional, and they could not be more proud of you and pleased for you. And they told me a number of your stories, and I was just really overcome. So I heartily congratulate you. Thank you, President Strickwerda, and thank you, Elizabethtown College, for this tremendous honor. I am truly pleased and honored. Good afternoon, distinguished trustees, administrators, faculty, staff, proud families, and I'm sure you are, and of course, the Elizabethtown College's School of Continuing and Professional Studies graduating class of 2015. To you graduates, here we are to celebrate your very hard-earned accomplishment. You can finally take a breath. I want to hear the exhale from this group. You certainly deserve it. You did it. I'm just so pleased for you. We're also here to recognize your friends and family who, as we've already said, have supported you through this journey. It's equally as important to recognize the faculty and staff that helped you grow intellectually throughout your time here at Elizabethtown College. You accomplished what many could not, and frankly, do not have the guts to pursue. You had the courage and determination to go back to get your degree or your master's degree as an adult. You willingly and knowingly sacrificed money, time, energy, and what probably is the most busy time of your lives, and all for that to accomplish a very important personal goal. This makes you truly extraordinary. I congratulate you again. You're different from traditional students in so many ways. Many of you have full-time jobs, spouses, families, and other responsibilities that pull you in many different directions, all of which require much time and energy. For this reason, your accomplishment is much more profound. And this commencement, it's not just for you, it's for all of you. Many of you are parents. Through this time, you've likely been an unknowing, positive role model for your children. Even though they might have complained about your lack of availability, they were watching. To the children of the graduates, I'd like to see you in the eye, but I'm blinded by the light. I hope you recognize what your mom or dad has done. This is a very, very big deal, and you should be extraordinarily proud of them. We often hear about the need for better role models for young people. Well, today we're in the company of many great role models right here. People speak of character traits such as perseverance and dedication and determination. These graduates have just demonstrated all of these traits in earning their degree as a non-traditional student. To the graduates, your choice to attend E-Town College in particular, this school, shows that you strive for the very best. You expect the best, and your degree from Elizabethtown College says that you are now, in fact, one of the best. And you know, without me telling you, that the Elizabethtown College facilitators and staff gave you all of what they had to get you here. Their professional experiences and those contributions to your education are probably immeasurable. So what's next? You've demonstrated that you've got the tenacity to earn this degree, most of you under very difficult circumstances. You have the determination, commitment, intelligence, ambition, and the curiosity to accomplish great things. Those traits are precisely the kinds of traits that we leaders and companies look for when hiring key people for our organizations. Let your employer, either present or prospective, know that you not only have a newly minted degree, but what you went through to get it. This demonstrates to them these character traits that I've been talking about. This distinguishes you. You're the type of people that I would look for to hire and promote in our own company. Tell people, celebrate it, and share your story. And oh, by the way, we are hiring. so happy to talk after at the cocktail party. When I thought about what to share with you, because they told me I had a very condensed period of time, they were telling me that the entire school is built on efficiency. I believe it, and when they told me about this program, they said, make sure, do not exceed 10 minutes. So don't get worried, I'm not going to be one of those long and drawn-out speakers. But I thought, okay, if I only have 10 minutes and I want to really acknowledge you and recognize you for the first couple, what am I going to talk about? And I came to the conclusion that one of the things that I think has been the greatest gift in my life and that translates to a richer life is curiosity. Someone said to me, be interested to be interesting. Again, be interested to be interesting. People who have a healthy curiosity are invariably interesting. They have a power that makes others listen, follow, and engage. Throughout my life, I've been fortunate to spend time with a few people who were very curious people. How many times have we as parents or the big brother or sister been driven crazy by the toddler whose primary statement or question in every situation is why? There's probably a few of you in this room. The constant barrage of why can be a challenge, but to me, why is one of the best questions you can ask over and over and over again throughout your life. When I was young, my dad, who's sitting right over there, along with my mom and my son and my significant other, we spent many weekends together, and our days always began with breakfast at either Jenny's Diner on Route 30 or Bird in Hand Restaurant, if any of you have been there. This is where I first witnessed and understood the power of curiosity. My dad asked so many questions of people that at times I really was embarrassed. I thought they were going to think he was nosy. But you know what? It was quite the contrary. They loved it. Everyone wants to tell their story. The problem is too few of us are interested enough to ask. Jenny's, if you haven't been, is a classic truck stop. We had so many interesting talks with truckers, learning about what they were hauling and where they were coming from and where they were going to, where they slept, what it was like, what was the good, bad, and ugly of the business of being a trucker. And my father was tireless in his questions, and we had these really enriching conversations in which I learned so much. Bird in Hand was more of a tourist destination, so a bit different experience, but it was a favorite for not only my dad and I, but a number of Amish people that lived close to Bird in Hand, both farmers as well as craftsmen for the most part, and independent businessmen. We had conversations ranging from what was happening on the farm that day, whether they were putting away tobacco or cutting hay or getting ready for wedding season, which was always interesting. They asked about the market prices for milk and potatoes and eggs and where the economy was going. We also learned about the horse and cattle sales and the wholesale vegetable market. The configuration of the counter at Bird in Hand was a U-shape, which really facilitated great conversations with a number of people. It wasn't just people to your left and people to your right. So we'd have 4 or 5 Amish guys, my dad, me, and sprinkle in a few tourists. And one day, I actually had the experience where a couple, tourists from out of town, stopped after the breakfast to thank my father for the best hour and a half that they had spent in Lancaster County for the whole weekend. And it was because this was a truly engaged, stimulating conversation with real people talking about very interesting topics, all driven by curiosity. When my son Blake was born, the roles reversed, and I was the recipient of the many why questions. A shared curiosity between parent and child is a wonderful bonding opportunity. Blake was curious from the start and very verbal. He still is. We had many of conversations in the car, fueled by what we saw in our travels. He was about 4 or 5 years old when I noticed and commented to him that he wasn't talking much while we were in the car, to which he replied, "Mommy, I can't see anything except the tops of the trees." Well, apparently in this new car I had purchased, his car seat was sitting much lower, so I immediately got him a booster seat and we were back in business, talking about all kinds of interesting things. Now, of course, those conversations would probably be further fueled by Google. But I think it's really important for you to talk about it, not sit there and Google all by yourself. My work has exposed me to many people, but I enjoy and appreciate the curious employees the most. One of our key employees is a woman named Kate Golden. As a child, she was nicknamed Miss Bossy Pants, and we understand why. We affectionately call her that at work as well, but I can tell you that Kate is curious, tenacious, and assertive. I have a great appreciation for her tirelessly asking questions that move our business forward. An employee who illustrates such a proprietary interest in our company's success is worth their weight in gold. No CEO, supervisor, manager has all the answers. The skills that you've honed here at Elizabethtown are even more valuable to your employer if you maintain the constant drive to ask why. It's more than just challenging the status quo. Intellectual curiosity naturally causes a peeling back of layers to see problems with a new perspective. Finally, I hope you're deliberate in exercising your own curiosity and surrounding yourself with people that generously share theirs. Stay curious. It will keep you, your work, and your life interesting. Congratulations, class of 2015, and thanks so much for sharing your special day with me. You're all awesome. Congratulations.